My fellow New Yorkers, we got it. We got it.
We were able to shrink his world quickly. There was nowhere left for him to run.
When the New York mayor and police authorities made that boast, it was not the whole story. Now, for sure, there was an all-out manhunt for the Brooklyn subway shooter involving the NYPD, U.S. Marshals, the FBI, the ATF, and more. But according to 62-year-old suspect Frank James's lawyer, the Crime Stoppers call that tipped off police to his location came from Frank James himself. He reportedly told police he was at a McDonald's, but when officers arrived, he was already gone. Ultimately, he was caught because alert citizens like this man.
I'm fasting now because this is Ramadan, you know. Like I was working in the store and I was see the guy and I told when I see the guy he was back, he have bag and he was walking on the white sidewalk. I told the police, yo, this is the guy, he killed the 7 people. I'm sure.
Now, the unpretty truth is that most crimes don't get solved or even reported. And the ones that do get solved often get solved because the perpetrator makes a mistake or leaves behind evidence or turns himself in. In fact, according to August 2020 research by Shima Bogman, who teaches criminal law at the University of Utah, in which she reviewed 50 years of national crime data, as police report, they don't solve most serious crimes in America, but the real statistics are worse than police data show. In the U.S., it's rare that a crime report leads to police arresting a suspect who is then convicted of the crime. The data show that consistently, over the decades, fewer than half of serious crimes are reported to police. Few, if any, arrests are made in those cases. In reality, about 11% of all serious crimes result in an arrest, and about 2% end in a conviction. And real talk, police don't really prevent crime either. Journalist Jack Crosby put it bluntly in a recent post about the Brooklyn subway shooting, quote, "Police in Brooklyn and basically everywhere do not do the job that society thinks they do. You will notice that I am not saying that police are not good at their jobs. In many cases, they are. The issue is that their jobs often have nothing to do with serving or protecting civilians. The police's ability to prevent crime is basically zero. They can only respond to it, which happens to be the part of their job that they are the worst at. The part of the job that police are good at is projecting physical force onto whichever elements of society the state deems to be undesirable. In non-academic terms, that largely means they're good at beating up people who annoy them or harassing people that local governments want to minimize." Which brings us to Grand Rapids, Michigan, where newly released video shows a police officer fatally shooting a 26-year-old black man, Patrick Lyoya, in the back of the head after an altercation following a traffic stop for a tag violation. A tag violation. The incident was caught from multiple angles on the officer's body camera. Dashcam video appears to show the officer grab Lyoya before he pulls away and starts to run. The officer then tackles him to the ground, where the two engage in an extended struggle. Interestingly, the officer's body camera switched off during the struggle. So the horrific final moment was captured by the cell phone of a man standing on the sidewalk nearby. Now, I should warn you, this video is disturbing. We have frozen the video before the fatal shot.
Let go the taser!
No, he ain't grab no taser. I see that.
Let go the taser!
6010, how many cars you got going?
Drop taser!
Everyone.
Joining me now, Jack Crosby, MSNBC contributor and co-founder of the Discourse blog, and Ralph Godbee, former Detroit police chief. And I want to start where we ended there with you, Chief Godbee, and just show you a little bit more. I'm just going to show 32 more seconds. And this is the actual body camera from this officer who shot Mr. Lyoya.
Stop! Okay. Stop resisting! Let go of the taser!
We have seen so many instances of black men in particular, Chief Godbee, ending up dead over something that wouldn't even put them in prison. Minor traffic crap. Why does that happen so often?
Mr. Crosby, I read your article and you summed up 250 years worth of policing in America in the most succinct way. We have oversold what police bring from a value standpoint relative to crime reduction, and nothing about that stop said crime reduction. What you saw is contempt of cop. And we get to a point where when behavior of a black or brown individual is contemptuous to a cop, the solution, unfortunately, too many times is becoming a dead black person that is unarmed at the end of the altercation. In reality, what we need is strict liability for vehicle owners. If a car is unregistered, then send a civil citation to that owner and let them deal with it. But the predication for traffic stops as some way to control traffic and make traffic safe, it's a ruse. These are predications for stops, and are overused in black and brown communities. And Mr. Leoya is the latest of the victims. And to do the same thing the same way and expect a different result is the definition of insanity.
No, absolutely. And I agree with you, Jack Crosby. I'm going to join in the praise for your article, because the reality is, you know, somebody having the wrong tag on their car or an expired tag in their car changes no lives, saves no lives, makes the community no safer. Who actually cares? Having an air freshener dangling when it's not supposed to, so what? And if he even ran away from an officer, you have the car. If the car is stolen, you have it. So it seems like so many of these stops are pointless, but they still end up being able to use deadly force because we've written into the law that while most of what you're doing is broken windows nonsense, you have the power of life and death. All you have to say is the magic words. I feared for my life. I thought he had a gun. Feared for my life. Thought he was getting my taser. This taser had been deployed twice. That taser was useless. Doesn't matter.
Yes.
Your thoughts, Jack?
Yeah, so I think this ties into what we've been seeing in New York recently as well, which is this massive surge in exactly what you're describing in broken windows policing. Eric Adams has flooded the subway system with police officers in an attempt to crack down on a wave of crimes that we've seen happening, many of which have been perpetrated by marginalized individuals in society, the homeless that don't have anywhere else to go. And the response to this has been more policing of the kind that you see in these traffic stops. It's essentially for these homeless people, it's, you know, street vendors down there, it's giving them fines. It's giving a homeless person a fine or kicking him off the train for trying to get some sleep down there. And what this does is this doesn't address the root problems that are putting those people on the subways.